All right, everybody, me again. I know you can't get rid of it. It's okay. All right, what we're going to go over right now is how to set up your essay. Okay, we did the chicken foot, which is the thesis. We did some bucketing. And I want to show you how I like essays to look. And it's going to look kind of like some kind of crazy alien crop circles or something. All right. Now you're going to have an outline sheet that you can fill out. It gives you access to, you fill out the outline, you're going to know exactly what you're going to say when you start to write the essay. So this is going to be your introduction. Remember, these are 5-paragraph essays, so each one of these is a different paragraph for your essay. Okay? This is body 1, body 2, and body 3. It's an extra thing on that Y. This one right here is your conclusion. All right? Now, you might ask, why are they such weirdly shaped? For the introduction, I want you to start as general as possible and work your way into very specific. Then you go to your 3 body paragraphs, and then you have your conclusion. You're starting very specific. You're working your way back to general information. So, what general information do you start with in your introduction? Your first sentence should be background information. Think especially about when and where. When did this happen? Where did this happen? Because we're talking about laws in the sense of justice. You got to know if we're talking about today, or you're talking about 4,000 years ago, 2,000 years ago, and where are we talking about? Are we talking about right here, right now? In America, are we talking about other countries? So always focus on when and where. Next, you got to define important terms. What word are you going to be using over and over again in your essay? Let's think. This time, it's going to be just. You're going to be using just or unjust hundreds of times. Well, maybe not 100 times. Don't make your essay that long. I don't want to grade it. You're going to be using it a lot. So define. Tell me what you think the word just or unjust means. All right? Next, we do... Oh, I'm sorry. Ooh, I messed this all up. So sorry. We got to start with a hook. Ooh, look at me messing everything up. You got to start with a hook. Now, that is a way to grab your reader's attention. Or a grabber. Your grabber and your hook could not be a question, cannot be a quote. Listen when I say that. No quotes, no questions. In your entire paper, no quotes, no questions. So again, you start with the hook or the grabber, go to background information, when and where. You define, excuse me, I'm so sorry, guys. Hello? Yeah, Batman? Hey, what's up? Well, I got dinner with the Obamas on Friday, but I can help you out with an important mission Saturday. Yeah, I'll tell him you said hi. All right, thanks, Batman. See you Saturday. Batman, look, I'm an important guy. All right, so we got the hook and the grabber, background information, your defined terms. The last sentence in your introduction, the last sentence is your thesis. And where do you find your thesis statement, everybody? That's right, chicken foot. I almost fell down. That's okay. So you go back to your chicken foot, and you write that whole thing right here. It's one sentence. One sentence, thesis statement. You got the hook and the grabber, background information, definitions, and then your thesis. And that's your whole introduction. Okay? Next, you go body paragraph. And if you're doing the way I suggested, that's going to be all about the family law. And again, you have your 2 laws in there. Now, you have to explain and analyze both those laws. So you describe them, what they mean, but you also have to say why it's unjust or just. So you explain what the law says, and then you also say why it's unjust or just. So you can't just say family law was just because people deserve what they got. You can't say that. You have to explain to me, it's just because you shouldn't steal from people because they have very limited resources, and stealing from people could mean that they would not have enough to survive. So that means the harsh punishment was just. That's what you have to say. You can't just be like, it was just because it was wrong, it was right. You also can't say, It was unjust because it was too mean. Don't say that. Don't say too mean. Don't say too harsh. Explain why it's too harsh, right? So remember, every time you got a law, you got to go back and explain to me why it's just or unjust. Woo! Excuse me. We're on live TV, folks. I'm sorry. So you got the family law, the property law, and the professional standards law. Again, 2 laws each. Each law, you need to explain the law and then analyze it. Really tell me why it's just or unjust. For the conclusion, you restate your thesis from your chicken foot, and then you have 2 other major pieces of information I need you to have in there. The first one you have to have in there is called the although statement. Now this is where the one chance, the one time in the entire paper that you examine the other side. Now this is where you say, although I believe that Hammurabi's code was just, if you said just up here, you say, although I believe Hammurabi's code was just, pick a law that's unjust and say law blank was unjust because this. If you said it was unjust, you said, although I believe, or although Hammurabi's although Hammurabi's code was unjust, law number whatever was just, and then tell me why you think it's just. Also, I messed up there. Don't ever say I. No questions, no quotes. Don't ever say I. Instead of saying I think it's just, say it is just. Don't use I. Okay, so you're going to restate the thesis, have your although statement, and then finally, statement of historical significance. Your statement of historical significance. What does that mean? That means, why do we study this? You know, we talked about there were other codes of law. There were other laws out there. There have been millions of laws. But we're looking at this one in particular. We're spending 5 class periods on it. Why? Why is it so important? What impact does it have on us? And that's your statement of historical significance. So again, intro, bodies, conclusion. No quotes, no questions, no I. I will have outlines for you guys and have all of this stuff on there. Really, for the body paragraphs, make sure you are explaining the law and also analyzing that law. Really telling me what does the law say, and then tell me why is it just or unjust for every single law. All right? Thank you guys. Excellent job.